Good evening, Kavya. How are you? Good? So,
Yeah, I'm good. How are you?
I'm good too. So, in today's class, we're going to learn about several new topics. Okay? So, first, we'll start with ratio. You know, we use ratio to compare two or more things. Okay? So,
Okay.
ratio compares two or more things. For example, if I say I have two apples and three bananas. Okay, so either we can say that I have two apple or three banana, or we just compare like this way that apple ratio banana equals 2 ratio 3. This is
Oh,
actually the symbol of ratio.
ratio.
Okay, this is a symbol of
And then
ratio. We can read it as 2. Simply, we can read it as 2 2 3. Okay, like
two,
this way. Yeah, 2 2 3. Okay,
okay.
now, yeah, now if I have 5 mangoes and 4 pears. Now, what will be the ratio of mangoes to pears? It will be,
Mangoes to pears.
yeah,
5 ratio 4.
yes, 5 ratio 4. And we can also read it as 5 to
5 to
4.
4.
Okay.
Okay.
Here we are comparing one part to the another part.
Yeah.
Sometimes we can compare more than two parts. Like maybe compare apple to banana,
Banana and 2
pears.
pear.
Okay? May I have uh, 6 apple, 5 banana, and 7 pears. Okay?
So how do you do this? How do you do this?
Yeah. So what will be the ratio for this?
6, 6, to 5 to 7. Is
Yeah.
that 7?
Yeah, there are 7. Pears are 7 actually.
Oh,
So this is part 1, part 2,
that's
part 3. Here we are comparing 3 parts,
yeah.
right? Earlier we are comparing just 2 parts, apple to banana. Now we are comparing 3 parts. So we can write it like apple ratio banana ratio pears equals 6 ratio 5 ratio 7, or simply 6 to 5 to 7. Okay?
Okay.
Now sometimes what we are doing is, for example, I need to compare this apple with total number of fruit. So Kavya, are you agree that here we have total 5 fruit?
Yes. So it will be 2 dot 5.
Very good. Yes. So what will be the ratio for this? So this should be part ratio whole. Okay. So
Will be
apple
2
ratio whole fruit will be 2
2
ratio 5.
ratio 5.
And what will be the ratio for banana to total fruit?
Banana to total fruit will be 3 ratio 5.
Very good. So whenever we are saying these things like 2 apple with 5 fruit, this means what? We are we are taking 2 fruit
Yeah.
from 5 different fruits. Okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. This means 2 out of 5. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah. Now, one another thing is, for example, if I compare this, in a school, there are 12 boys
and 10 girls.
and 9 girls.
Uh.
Okay? Now, what will the ratio for boys to girls?
Boys to girls, 12 to 9 or 12 and ratio 9.
Yeah. Yeah. One more thing we need to keep in our mind is that whenever we are writing ratio, we must need to simplify it. Always write it in simplest form. So we can divide this both with 3.
3, that'll be
12
3.
will be 4.
4 ratio 3.
Yeah. So correct ratio will be 4 ratio 3, not 12 ratio 9. Okay. One more thing we need to keep in our mind is that here, what I asked, boy ratio girl. Sometime may I ask, what will be the ratio for girls to boys?
Sometimes boy to girl.
Yeah, then this 9 to 12, which is 3 to 4. Or here we already calculated that the ratio of boys to girls will be 4 ratio 3. So the ratio of girls to boys will be 3 ratio 4. Now, Kavya, please tell me, what will be the ratio of girls to total number of students in this class?
Girls to the number of students.
Yeah.
Will it be 9? Wait, girls to a whole. Will it be 9 ratio 21?
Yes. But this is not correct form.
3 ratio 7.
Very good. So, girl ratio total student will be 9 ratio what? 12 plus 9. Are you agree?
Yeah, which is 21.
Which is
So
21.
decrease that into you can simplify, divide by 3, and that will give you 3 ratio 7.
Yeah, so answer will be 3 ratio 7. Good. Whenever we are writing a ratio, we need to keep few things. We need to be careful in few things. Like if maybe the one main thing is like always make sure that the both quantity must have the same unit. For example, if I write the ratio of money like 3 pences to 1.4 pound, okay? Here we can't simplify or we can't do anything.
No, we can't.
Yeah, this is not written in a correct ratio form actually. We need to write it in correct form. So what will be the correct ratio for this? 30 pences and this will be 140 pound. Sorry, 140 pences. Right?
Yeah.
Now these both have the same unit.
We can decrease it.
Yeah, we can simplify.
Into
This
3.
0, cancel that 0.
3 to
Are you agree?
14.
This 0,
Yeah.
cancel that 0. And we can simply write it like 3 ratio 4. 14, sorry. Okay?
Okay.
Now, could you please write this in a correct form, which is
It's a 120 ratio 45.
yes.
But you could decrease it into
3 goes to 12 with
Oh,
4 times,
Oh, I was
right?
thinking of the
And
15
here,
tables.
sorry.
I was thinking of the 15 tables.
Okay, yeah, if you
Because
know, then we can simplify with 15 table, then it become much easier.
8:3.
Wow. So answer will be 8:3.
3.
Good. Sometimes we are comparing ratio with fraction. For example, if I have this ratio, half ratio 2. So here we can't simplify, right? Because the
No.
first part is given in fraction and second one is in whole number, right?
Yeah.
So it will become easier if both are in whole number, right?
Yeah.
Both are in fraction also, it doesn't help us much, right?
No.
So we try to convert both in a whole number. So here, Kavya, are you agree? If I multiply this half with 2, then this 2 and that 2 cancel out. And we
Yeah.
have left 1 only.
1.
Yeah.
1.
So
1.
whatever thing we are doing with
2.
one part, we must need to do that same thing with second part as well. Okay? As here, we
Okay.
are multiplying this part with 2. So for that
Yeah.
also, we need to multiply with 2. Okay?
Okay.
Now this will be 1 ratio
4.
4. Okay?
1:4.
Yeah. Now,
Understood.
if I have 3/4 ratio 9. Okay? So please
It's
try to
okay.
convert it into simplest form, please.
Wait. How did you do that again? How did they get 2? How did you multiply
Because
2 times
because
of 2?
here I simply see that here in the denominator we have 2. Okay?
2.
So what we want, we just want to get rid from this 2. Because if this 2 is
Oh.
not there, then this is simple whole number,
Yeah.
right? Same thing. We always
Okay.
think about the same thing.
Look
We
at the
don't want anything in the
denominator.
denominator. Sorry?
Okay. So look at the denominator, and
Yeah.
the times that we got is in the denominator.
Yeah.
Like for example, okay, I'll just solve it.
Don't do mentally, Kavya. Please work it out.
Okay.
Is there anyone else inside your room, Kavya, or you are alone?
No, I'm just putting in the right place so I
Oh.
can do my working out properly. Would it be the answer be 1:9?
No.
Oh, I decreased it.
So first, how you approach this question? First, what you did?
So I did 3/4 times of 4,
Yeah.
which gave me 3.
Yeah.
And then I replaced 3/4 with 3. Then it was 3:9. And then I decreased. So times 9 times 3. Oh, should have been 9 times 4. So
Yeah.
answer should have been 1:12.
Yes.
I just checked.
Very good.
I just
your
remembered.
tricks. Very good, Kavya.
I thought you have to do the times by the first.
Yeah, but you need to be careful, after you are saying me your answer, then after you realize your mistake. It's good that you realize your mistake your own, but
But you have to do
you
it
need to be
fast
careful.
one.
Yeah.
Because in test you don't get another chance. You have to do it quick first.
Yeah. Okay, now please convert this into simplest form, Kavya.
Which one?
Let me write
2
by 3, ratio 1 by 6, ratio
what?
1 by 12.
Okay, I'll try this.
Please. Be careful. Whatever you are multiplying with 1, you need to multiply that with the whole 3.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I didn't know that. 6. So first you convert and then you times it, right?
Yes.
So is it a 6 ratio 12 billion? I should have checked it.
So,
Oh,
Kavya,
I think I've got it.
yeah,
Is
here,
it 2
first,
ratio 1 2 ratio 1 ratio 1?
no. First, you need to think that from which number I multiply so that all 3 we get in its simplest form. Like we all 3 converted into whole number. Okay? So here, as you can see that this is 3, right? So
Yeah.
if you multiply all with 3, then here we may have something remaining. Here also. So try to multiply with 12. Okay? Because you can see that 12 is multiple of all 3. So if you multiply these all 3 with 12, then you simply 1 by 6 multiply 12 and then 1 by 12 also multiply with. So 3 times 4 is 12. This will
So
be
you have to
8.
find the
6.
something which is the biggest, which put in every table. We can have to do that.
This is the logic actually. You need to think like from which number I multiply these 3 so that I don't have anything in the denominator left out.
And then when you just simplify it, will
Because
it be
because you know what? Because we can't simplify the all 3 ratio with 3 different numbers. No, we can't. Right? It's not like multiply this fraction with 3, then this with 6, and this with 12. No, we can't do that. Whatever we are doing with one part, we must need to do the same thing with all 3. Okay?
okay?
So, answer will be 8 ratio 2 ratio 1. Don't simplify with these two. No.
Okay.
They all are the answer is already in simplest form. Okay?
But I thought it'd be 4 ratio 1 ratio 1.
No. If you write 4 ratio 1, how? Then you divide this 8 with 2 and this 2 also with 2. Then you must need to divide this 1 also with 2.
Oh, that'll give me the 1. Oh,
1
yeah.
by 2, okay? So again you get fraction. And then again you want to get rid from that fraction. So this is actually the simplest form.
Oh, understood.
Very good. Try one more question like this. How different. Yeah, please try this.
I was 4.
This is also 5, sorry,
Oh, actually, but
or 30. Keep it 30.
that's 30.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll do some again. Is it 24 ratio 1 ratio 4?
Yeah. Very good.
Can we do one more sum? Can we do one more sum?
Yeah, yeah. Like that same or different one?
Same kind of type. The different one.
Not different one.
Like, what do you mean the same?
Okay, first try to do this. Sorry.
What is the question? Oh, so just a different one. Just a different one.
Yeah, different one.
Okay. We 140, 35, 34, 7, 1, 40. Well, the answer is 28 ratio 7 ratio 4.
Yeah, very good.
You can't simplify it more.
Yeah, yeah, you're correct.
I mean, the same type of question now. The fraction kind of question.
Okay. But please try to do it fast, okay?
Okay,
Otherwise
I'll
we'll
do
lose
it really
time.
quickly. It comes to 9 ratio 9 ratio 5.
No?
Mm.
9:9. Where you get?
Oh, see,
How you
I
get
did,
another 9?
I did a question. I did it some twice. That's why. Oh, I get now. It's 9 ratio 2 ratio 5.
Yeah, good. So now our next topic is how to convert ratio into fraction. Okay? For example, if we have the ratio of apple to orange.
Orange.
Apple ratio orange is like this way. The ratio of apple to oranges is 2:3. Okay?
Okay. So
Now,
ratio to orange
yeah. Now we need to convert this into fraction.
fractions.
So how we can do that? So Kavya, you know that how we are writing fraction? The denominator part says the total number of things, right?
Yeah.
And the numerator says about whatever we are talking about, right?
Yeah.
So here, Kavya, are you agree that the
The
total
ratio
number
would
of
be
fruit will be
5. Oh, I know I wrong. Is it 2 ratio 5?
which is 5, right? The total number of fruits will be 5. This is not total number of fruit. This is total part. Okay? Because we don't know the actual part, right?
Yeah.
The ratio is always written in its simplest form. So either it may be 4 apple or 6 oranges. Then also we can simplify and write it like 2:3. So the ratio doesn't tell us about the actual quantity. So here just assume that this is 2 part, okay? And this is 3 part. So total fruit will be 5 part.
5 parts.
Okay. So
Okay.
this 5 is the total parts. Total parts will be 5.
5.
So how are we gonna write this into fraction? So the fraction of apple to the total fruit. So actually apples are 2/5, right? Of the total fruit. So apples are 2/5 of the total.
And for the orange,
Oranges
it's 3/5
of the total.
of the total.
Yeah.
Can we do another sum?
So yeah. So here what we are doing, we are converting this ratio into fraction. We can convert ratio into percentage as well. So Kavya, do you remember that how to convert ratio into percentage?
No, I don't. No, we didn't learn.
Do you know how to convert fraction into percentage?
Yes. For example, if it's 10%, I'll be 10 by 100 times 100.
Yeah. So here, as you have 2/5 of apple, right? So what will be the percentage of apple here?
The percentage of apple. No. The
2/5 times with 100. Because we know that if we need to convert into fraction percentage, then we are always multiplying that fraction with 100.
100.
Right?
Because it's 40. The answer is 40.
Answer will be
40.
so
40%.
We have 40% apple here. We have
40.
So Kavya, this ratio actually give us the actual data. For example, here we had some number of fruit in this basket, and they tell us that the apple ratio orange will be 2:3.
Yeah.
So just from this ratio, we can assume that we have 40% apple here, right? Calculate the same for orange, Kavya.
for orange,
So,
it will
yeah,
be
whenever they ask to convert this into
60.
fraction, first we need to convert that into, sorry, they ask convert that into percentage. So first we need to convert that into fraction first, right?
Is it 4? Is it 60?
Yeah.
Percent.
The another way is we know that the whole is always 100%. So as here we have just two fruit, one is apple and there is orange, and it says 40% is apple, so 60% must be oranges. Very good.
I also thought that so 2 times 20 will be 40. Then what will be 3 times 20? That'll be 60.
Okay. But the quickest way is this actually, as child say, see that, oh, here we have 40%. So remaining will be 60% only. Then only we have
Yeah.
total 100%, right?
Yeah.
Percentage give us that idea as well. Okay. And if you go through this process, then you see that we have 3 part of oranges and total will be 5. So the fraction will be 3 by 5. And when we need to convert this fraction into percentage, then you must need to times this with 100.
100. That'll give you 60.
60. Okay? Yeah. So we just need to be careful, right? There are several ways to solve a single question. And we need to find out the easiest way always.
Can we do a question now?
Yeah. We'll do few questions based on these. For example,
Okay.
now if we have the ratio of mango to banana, the ratio of mango
to banana.
to bananas will be
6:5.
no 8:7.
6. Ratio 7. Like they're close to
You
each
can't
other.
no. Then it will become difficult for you. Let me give you easier one then. Just simply take 3:2. Okay?
Okay. But that's the same as the one we did before.
No, here we are different. You need to find out the
mangoes.
percentage for mangoes. Yeah.
Percentage.
Yeah.
That's easy. That's 60%.
How do you remember that? I think I need to change this. 4:5. Yeah, this will be easier also.
4:5. Okay. The what do you have to find? We have to find what? The
Sorry?
mangoes, right?
Yeah.
We have to find the mangoes.
No, let me change this ratio, please.
Oh, it's kind of tricky because 4 5 is 9, then be 4/9 times 100.
Percentage of banana.
Banana.
We got answer in a fraction then.
This is a bit tricky though, because 7 doesn't have 100 in it. I'm confused because I got the ratio of bananas will be 5/7 times 100, and then I don't know how to do the rest.
Okay, so we can change this with some another thing, right? 1:4.
Yeah, that's easy. Is it the mangoes or bananas?
Banana. Percentage of banana. You need to calculate percentage of banana.
Okay, percentage. It gets 80. It's down to 80.
How you calculate this?
Because I did 100 divided by 7, which gave me 20. First of all, I did 1 and 4, which gave me 5, and then the banana is 4, so I did 4 parts. So 4/5 times and percentage always means
Very good.
100.
Yeah. You get this. So, okay. Now, if I say that calculate the ratio of mango with total number of fruit.
Mango with total number of fruit.
Yeah, you need to calculate the ratio of mango with total number of fruit.
4/5.
Mango with total, Kavya, 1:5.
Total is 5.
Yeah, total is 5. So mango to total will be 1:5,
Oh,
not 4:5.
1/5. I mean. I
Yeah.
think it was bananas.
So for example, we have the same question. Okay. Here, the mango ratio banana will be 1:4.
Yeah.
Now, you need to calculate the percentage of mango, with total fruit. Okay.
With total fruit, what does that mean?
This means that what is the fraction of mango with total number of fruit? First, let me know.
4/5.
Mango to total number of fruit, Kavya.
Oh, I get what you mean. I do it. Basically 20%.
How you do that?
So I did so I got how much 145, and I did how much mango, which is 1, and then I did in fractions.
Very
1/5. And then
Okay. Now,
percentage.
if we have this, that mango to total number of fruit, okay?
Yep.
Mango ratio total number of fruit will be 1:4.
Yeah.
Now we need to calculate what is the percentage of mangoes here.
The percentage of mangoes was
They already give us the mango to total number of fruit. The ratio will be 1:4.
Yeah.
Okay. So what will the fraction of this, Kavya? Mango with
Will it
total number.
be?
Because first we need to calculate fraction, then only we can able to find out the percentage, right?
Isn't it 1/5?
How 5? It already tell us that total number of fruit will be 4 part.
Oh, so will it be 1/4
Yeah.
times of 100, which is 25?
Okay, so be careful. Sometimes what they did, they give us the total part as well. As in this question, they give us the mango with total number of fruit. The ratio will be 1:4. So we don't need to calculate the ratio, like we don't need to add these two. The fraction will be 1/4 only. Right?
Okay.
Yeah. For example, in this question, try question number 6, Kavya, from your sheet.
There's number 6 on the sheet.
Yeah. The question says the ratio of dark chocolates to total number of chocolate is 2:5. What percentage of chocolates are dark chocolates?
Okay. Will it be 40%?
Very good. And what will be the answer for question 7? You need to calculate the percentage of green ball as well as blue balls. Just take me the ratio, percentage of blue ball only. Because if you calculate one, then other will be easier for you.
How do you do this?
So what it says there are green ball as well as blue ball, right? And the ratio will be the green ratio blue is 2:3, right?
Yeah.
And they ask the percentage of green. So how we calculate the percentage of grain? First, we need to write this into fraction.
Yeah,
So
which will be 2 by 5.
yeah, so total part will be 5. So fraction of green will be 2 by 5. And the
Times
percentage
of
will be,
100,
yeah,
which will give us 40%.
yeah,
And for the blue, it'll be 60%.
yes, very good. So this is how we convert ratio to
Ratio to fraction
as well as
and percentage.
now we need to convert percentage into ratio. The reverse
Oh,
operation. They give us
we need to
percentage
divide.
value and we need to convert that into ratio. Means
I need
we
to
need to
divide.
go from here to there. Okay. So let me explain that. For example, percentage means out of 100. We already know that.
Yeah.
If we have anything 20%, what it means? It means
20
that
by 100.
20 out of 100.
100.
Right.
Right.
So whenever they give us percentage value, we can
Oh,
easily write that into
I
fraction.
think I might know how to do this. So you have to simplify that, and then you have to do, for example, if it's 2 by 5, and then you do 5 take away 2, which will give you 3. And then, for example, if we ask green balls to, the green ball is 2%, and 2 ratio 3, like that. This thing.
Here we have 20%. Okay. For example,
Yeah.
we have 20% apple.
Yeah.
So what will be the ratio for apple to total number of fruit?
Apple to total number of fruit.
Yeah. So this is actually the fraction.
Yeah.
1 by 5. It says
Yeah.
out of 5 fruit, we have 1 apple.
Yeah.
Okay. And then we can simply write it as ratio, like 1 ratio.
4.
Five.
Oh.
Why is it 3 or 4, Kavya?
Because I see you have to do take away that, and that'll give you how much, for example,
No.
mangoes are.
No. Here, what I'm doing, I'm just writing this into ratio.
Ratio.
Yeah, not separate anything from there. For example, it just tells us that convert 40% in its simplest form. So how will you do that?
For this in the simplest form.
Yeah.
And ratio.
No, just, yeah, you can convert because, the simplest fraction, whenever we get the simplest fraction, we can simply write that into ratio.
Okay.
Top became first and bottom became second.
Will it be 2? Oh, I'm saying the ratio.
Sorry?
So will it be? Can I tell the fraction or the ratio or both?
Just ratio.
Okay, 2 ratio 5.
Yeah, you're correct. You know why we need to do this? Because sometimes what we need to do is like we have some amount of money, some amount of things like fruits or anything. Then we need to share that amount, that fruits, that toys, okay, in the ratio form. For example, if I have 200 pounds, okay,
Yes.
and I want to share this amount between 2 children.
Don't you do divide?
Yeah. One is children A, one is children B. Child A and child B.
They both get 100 pounds each.
No, but I'm not divide this 200 pound equally. I want to give it in a ratio. Like A ratio B will be 2:3. I want to divide this amount in this ratio form, not equally. So now, how we think, like how much money A will get, how much money B will get. So for this, we need to use fraction, or no, firstly, like I'm not giving this in ratio. I asked that I have this amount and share this amount between these two children, child A and child B.
Yeah.
A get 60%. B get 40% then. Then find the ratio A to B.
Okay, I'll do that. A to B.
Yeah. So first calculate this 60% of 200. This will
Equals
be
60 by 100 times of 200, and that will give you
120.
120 pounds,
Then
and for 40 by 100,
this will give us 80 pounds, right?
80 pounds. Yeah.
Now the ratio of A to B will be 120 ratio 80,
80. We
right?
can simplify into 12 by 8, ratio 8, and then you can simplify into 6 to 4, or you can simplify into 3 ratio 2.
Yeah. Now try question number 9, please.
Okay. Is the answer 7 ratio 3?
You got your answer in opposite way. Answer will be 3 ratio 7, not 7 ratio 3.
Awesome.
Okay. You understand your mistake, or you want me to explain this?
I understand it.
Okay. So, for example, now we have the same amount, or we have different amount. Like now I have 180 pound. Okay.
Okay.
And yeah, now I say this amount between two child. One name is Jack, and second one name is Suresh. Okay. But this time I didn't say this amount in a percentage form. I said this amount in a ratio. Okay. And the ratio of Jack to Suresh is means like Jack ratio Suresh will be 4 ratio 5. Okay? Now, you have to tell me that how much money Jack will get and how much money Suresh will get. Okay?
Okay.
So how we do this? Please let me explain first, Kavya. You don't need to do this first. First, we need to find out the total part. Okay?
Which is
So
four
total
by
part
which
will
is
be
9.
yeah.
So if you want to find a four, that goes to 4 by 9 times of
4
180.
parts plus 5 parts. Answer will be 9 parts. Okay? Now,
Yeah.
Now,
What?
what is the fraction for Jack? So, Jack will get
Which item?
4 by 9 of this 120, right? How much money Jack will get? This 4 by 9 of 180 pound?
Will you get 80%?
No, we don't need to calculate in percent. We need to calculate the money. How much money Jack will get. Okay?
Is it 80 pounds?
180 pound.
No. The answer 80 pounds.
Yeah, Jack will get 80 pound actually.
The Suresh will get. Well, Suresh
Just
get
subtract
100
80
pounds.
pound from this 180 pound. The
80,
simplest way
that'll
is
be
this.
100. 100.
So, Jack will get 80 pound.
Yeah.
And then Suresh.
Will get.
Total we have 180, right?
Yeah.
Jack get
Will be
80. So, Suresh will get
100.
100 pound. We don't need to simplify this. Because they don't tell us that so many are working. In the exam, they just ask to write the answer. So try to be fast. So the easiest way is we already find out the amount for Jack, then that just subtract total amount with this.
By taking away.
Yeah.
It have taken a long time.
Okay, please try question number 11. I want to do this. The same question, but in this we have 40 children and the ratio of boys to girls is 3:2.
Yeah, I tried this.
Yeah, please
Yeah,
try.
I tried this. So for the boys it'll be 24 and for the girls it'll be 16.
Yeah, but in question they just ask how many girls. So answer will be 16.
16.
Very good. Now, do one more question, Kavya.
Okay, which one is it?
But I think we need a break, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's time for break. So please meet me at 7:15, please.
Okay.
And please try to come on time, okay? Don't take
Okay.
too much time. Okay, Kavya, please try question number 12.
Question 12, right?
Yeah. Kavya, do you want to know that how you do this in very faster way?
Yes,
Please do
please.
that. Yeah. The thing, the approach is same actually. But yes, here it's clearly written that John to Emily, the ratio is 3:5. So calculate in mind. Oh, then total will be 8, right? So they ask about how much John will receive. It clearly say that Emily receive 80 pound. Okay? Emily receive 80 pound. So Kavya, are you agree
80 pounds.
that this 3 denote for John?
Yeah.
This 3
And
part.
5 dollars for Emily.
Yeah. This 5 parts denote for Emily. So what it says? It says Emily will receive 80 pound, which means this 3 pound equals 80. No, this is for John and this is for Emily. Okay? In the
Okay.
question, it clearly says that Emily will receive 80 pound, which
80
means
pounds.
this 3 part equal 80 pound, right?
You
This,
mean 5 parts? Because John is 3 and
yeah.
Emily's 5.
Sorry, yeah, you are agree. So you are correct. This 5 part equals 80 pound.
Yeah.
Now 1 part equal what?
80
80
divided by
divided
5.
by 5, which is 14.
16.
Very good. So they ask about John, which means we need to calculate value of 3 parts, which will be 3 times 16.
Which is
Pound.
48.
Correct? Very good. So, okay, Kavya, now, if it says that the ratio of boy to girl will be 3:12. Okay? Not 12, then it become too much. 3:2. And the number of
Okay.
girl is 12. The number of girl is 12. Then calculate the number of boys. Number of girl.
Is girls 12?
Yeah. This means what? Kavya, girl denote 2 part. Okay? And 2 part equal 12. So 1 part will be 6. And we need to calculate number of boys, which is 3 part.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
So
what
the
will
12
you
divided by
answer?
3, which is 4.
Sorry.
Oh. So 6 is girls.
Yeah, because 2 parts denote 12. Okay?
Yeah.
So 1 part equal what?
1 part will be 6.
Yeah.
So the boys
Why?
are 18.
Yeah. Why are you dividing then? For same question, if they say now calculate total number of children. For example, 3:2 is actually boy ratio girl. Okay? And it says the number of girl is 12. The number of girl equal 12. Now tell me the total number of children in the school. Total number of children.
30.
How you calculate this?
The boys are
No, Kavya. Here, how
18.
you do this? You can simply write 2 parts equal 12. So 1 part equals 6, right?
Yeah.
And total will be 5 parts, right?
Yeah.
So 5 part equals 6 times 5, which is 30.
30. That's what I said. I said 30.
Okay. Are you doing the same approach or you are thinking something else? Like first calculate the number of boys, then add that to.
No, I was doing the same approach only.
Very good then. Because this is the easiest way, right? Now, we are doing some quotient based on sharing. For example, I have this 10 pound and I share this money with 2 child and one gets 6 pound and another get 4 pound. Okay? So what is the difference between these two? The difference is 2 pound. The difference of money is 2 pound, right? This is Ima and second is Emily. Okay.
Okay.
There are 2 girls whose name is this and that. Now, for example, in quotient, they doesn't give us the value of that what amount Ima will get, what amount Emily will get. Okay, they just tell us that we need to share this 10 pound between 2 child.
Yeah, but
And
that
one
won't
will
be
get 2 pound more than the second one. One child get 2 pound more than
more than
the second one. So this
It could
more
be
than
many.
or less than will be what? The more than or less than will be the difference between these two.
So total will be 10 pounds. And those
So
two
whenever
will
we
make
have
10
this,
pounds.
whenever
And
we have this type of quotient,
seven
Kavya, how we approach this quotient is like first subtract the difference from the total. First we need to subtract the difference from the total. Here we have 10 pound. Okay. So subtract this extra, this difference from this total. So this will be 8 pound.
8. Yeah.
Now, as we have 2 child, we have just 2 child, okay? So divide this amount with 2. Why 2? Because we have 2 children only. Okay. So the first step, Kavya, please think carefully. Let me explain first. So here we have just 2. Whenever I'm explaining anything new, then you need to be focused. Okay. Don't try to answer me now. Yeah, whenever I'm explaining the similar thing again and you already know that, then you can help me there. Okay?
Okay.
Whenever we are discussing anything new, then you need to be focused.
Okay.
Because this will help you. You know, I just take an example and try to explain this for you because this will become easier. And then I'll give you the same question, the question based on the same concept.
Okay.
If you are active here, then only you're able to solve that question.
But this is new, so I have to listen.
So first step is what, Kavya? First step is subtract the difference from the total.
Difference of the total.
The difference is what? Whatever difference is
2.
given in the question, like this more than, that less than, is the difference actually. So first step is subtract the difference from the total. Then after, here as we have 2 children, so divide this amount with 2. So we will
It is
have
4.
4 pound, right?
Yeah.
So we can distribute this 4 pound between these two children,
Yeah.
one, children two, child one, child two.
Yeah.
But in the question, it says that one get 2 pound more than the second one. So here, as we are subtracting 2, so we must need to add that 2. Okay? Yeah. So try to add those to the smaller share. So one get 4 pound and second one get 4 plus 2, which is 8 pound. So this is actually the larger share.
4
Sorry.
plus 2 is 6.
Yeah, good. Now, Kavya, if we have 240 pound, okay?
Okay.
And they say that the difference is 60. And we need to divide this between 2 children. One is Mohan and second one is Harry. And in question, it says that Mohan get 60 pound more than Harry. Mohan get 60 pound more than
More
Harry.
than Harry.
Yeah. You need to calculate how much money Harry will get.
Okay, how much money Harry will get?
Yeah. Don't try to look into your sheet, Kavya. Do it by yourself. Please unmute yourself. I can't hear you.
I'm looking at my working out sheet.
Okay. Please do it fast. Yeah.
Does Harry get 90? Does Harry get 90?
Very good. So whenever we know the total value, I mean, this is what? This is the sum of Mohan's money and Harry's money, right? So
Yeah.
whenever we know the sum of two and the difference between the two, then we can easily calculate the two number, right?
Right.
So please try question 14. They give us the sum of two number is 200 and difference between them is 40.
are the two numbers 80 and 1 minute. 80 and
Whatever money you subtracted, we need to add that money at the end, right? Then
yeah.
only we can get the larger share.
So yeah, it's 120 and 80.
Yeah, answer will be, you already calculate the 80, so you need to add those amount that you subtracted earlier, right?
Together.
Very good. Now try 15. Here we have, no, just two people. Yeah, same question, Kavya. If you know this,
Uh,
you can skip also. The same
what?
question. Do you want to do
What?
this? Question 15, or is it easy? We can skip this. Move to our new topic, which is scale factor. Okay?
Scale factor.
Are you okay with this same question, Kavya?
Yeah.
Good. Now, our next topic is scale factor. So, here, Kavya, this scale tells us that how much a shape is enlarged or reduced. We are unable to, for example, this is the map of your city.
Okay.
Okay? And this is the map of your country. Is it correct? If I represent the map like this way, that this is the map of your city and this is the map of your country.
No,
Are
it's
you
meant to
agree?
be.
This is
No.
correct. The correct
No.
representation of your city and your country?
No, it doesn't tell us exactly where.
Because, yeah, the second way. Because your city is always smaller than your country, right?
Yeah.
So that's why we are using scaling. Otherwise, we denote a map of anything like anyway. It's impossible to draw the map of anything exactly on the paper, right? The same length. No, we are unable to do that. We don't have that much big paper. Or we actually not able to do that. That's why we are using this scale factor to draw the maps. Okay, that give us the somehow the same information, like how they actually look like. Okay, for example, this is the actual drawing of a box. The actual length of the box is 5
That,
meters. Okay, so
okay.
we can denote this length with 5 centimeter as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Smart.
this is the real box, and
Not fox.
this is the map, like how we are drawing this on the map. Okay,
Okay.
so we use scale just to denote anything on the map. This helps us to draw anything on the map. That's why we are using scaling. Okay, so how we calculate the scale factor? So we will calculate this scale factor by dividing the new length with original length. It's very helpful for drawing, for in maps or drawing a model and all. So scale factor will be the new length divided with the original length. For example, the side of this shape A the shape A, the side of this shape is 4 centimeter. Okay? The matching shape of shape B, the side is 3 centimeter. No, we can enlarge that. This is shape B and the side length is 12 centimeter. So what will be the scale factor for this, Kavya?
3.
Very good. The scale factor will be 3.
3.
If we multiply this side length with 3, this 3, then we get that shape. Right? So in scale factor, we can multiply or divide the same number with every side of that shape. Okay? Now, if I say that one shape is enlarged to, shape A is enlarged to shape C.
What is
Here
that?
I have one shape, which is shape A. The side length is 5 centimeter. And here we have another shape, which is shape B. And the side length is 80 centimeter. So what will be the scale factor for this, Kavya?
16.
Wow, that's good. The second way of asking the same type of question is like they give us the scale factor. Okay.
Okay.
And we need to calculate the value of second one. Always
Period
make
of
sure
time.
that whenever we are using the scale factor, we must need to keep the unit same. As here, this is written in centimeter, so that must be written in centimeter. Okay? For example, for shape A, we have 5 centimeter. The length is 5 centimeter. And for shape B, the length is 1 meter. So what will be the scale factor, Kavya?
That's 1 meter. The scale factor would be it will be 200 centimeters.
No.
I mean, not 200, 20 centimeters.
Just 20, Kavya. Scale factor. We don't have any unit for scale factor, right?
Oh, just 20.
Just 20, yeah. So in scaling, what we are doing is we try to draw big length on our map so that, we try to draw the big length of the map by using the small value.
And then you
For
divide
example,
them.
in scale, what we usually do is we try to denote thousands of kilometer by just 1 centimeter or millimeter, something like this. So just keep this in your mind. Like here, we have a football ground, okay? And the length of this football ground is, the actual length is different from this length. It just says that we are drawing this football ground and this denote 10 centimeter. Okay? This denote 10 centimeter. And the scale says that 1 centimeter equal 5 meter. So what is the real length for this, Kavya? As in this question, what it says? The scale says 1 centimeter means 5 meter. So here we have 10 centimeter, right?
That's 50 meter.
So actual length of this football ground will be?
50.
Yeah. This football ground will be?
50.
50 meter. Okay?
Yeah.
Sometimes what happen is they just give us a scale like this way. 1 ratio 1 0 0 0 0 0 0, something like this. No any unit. So how we approach this type of question? We can approach this type of question like this way. Put centimeter in both sides. So this will be 1 centimeter and 1 centimeter denote this much centimeter Okay?
Yeah.
And we can easily write this centimeter into kilometer. So from
Yeah.
this scaling, we conclude that 1 centimeter equals
1 million.
how much kilometer, Kavya?
Oh, how many kilometers?
Yeah.
For 1 million. 10 kilometers equal to 1 centimeter.
Yeah. 1 centimeter denote 10 kilometers here. Okay?
Okay.
So if it says like 5,000 meter, not meter, centimeter represent 1 centimeter in the line. 5,000 centimeter represent 1
1
centimeter on the
centimeter.
map. Okay? So what scale used here? What scale we are using here?
Meters.
The scale will be 1 ratio this.
Yeah.
This is the actual length. We always try to write the small length first
Mm-hmm.
whenever we are using this scaling. So the scale is this. So don't get confused in scale and scale factor. Both are different thing actually. Scale factors are different, scales are different, and when they say that value is enlarged, this what is the real length, that thing is different. Here we are discussing three different things. One is the scale factor. How to calculate scale factor? So if they give us the value for one shape and the value of another shape, so by dividing the new length with the old length, we get the value of scale factor, right?
Scale factor.
The value of
Wait.
scale factor. How we got that? New length divided with original length.
Original length. That'll give
Then
you the scale factor.
how we get this? The second question is like in the map it says this football ground denote 10 centimeter. So what is the real length of this? So in question it already give us the scale used here is 1 centimeter equals 5 meter. So this 10
10
centimeter will
centimeter.
be 50.
50 meter.
And the third thing is they just give us this scale. They just give us this scale. So we need to make sure that we are always put same unit in both sides. So if this is 1 centimeter, that is also in centimeter. So we can convert this much centimeter into kilometer. So from this we conclude that 1 centimeter equals 10 kilometer. Okay? And
Okay.
sometimes they tell us that in real length, it says 5,000 centimeter long ground represent 1 centimeter on a map.
Yeah.
So what scale we are using here? So the scale will be 1 ratio 5.
1 ratio 5,000.
Okay?
Okay.
And sometimes, we can simplify that as well. Always try to write 1 here. If it may be 2 or anything else, then try to convert it into 1. Try to give me answer for question number 24, Kavya.
34.
Try to chat me answer for question 24. No, not first 24, please. First try question number 18.
What?
18, 1 8, 18. Question number 18.
Is it 1,000 millimeters?
Yeah, very good. Now try question number 21.
21. Okay. 21. Is it 50 meters?
Okay, I think we discussed that same question, right?
Yeah, it's the
Question
same
24, please.
Okay. How did you do question number 24?
It says 50-meter long golf represent 1
Yeah.
centimeter line.
Okay.
We need to calculate the scale. So 1 centimeter
Is
ratio
equal
50
to
meter. We
50
need to
meters.
convert that into centimeter, right? Because
50
always try,
meters.
yeah, both have the same unit always.
So 50 meter will be equal to 5,000 centimeters.
So scale will be
5,000
scale, not scale factor. What will be the scale used here?
meters. No,
1
centimeters.
ratio 5,000.
1 ratio 5,000. I mean.
25, please.
Question 25.
Yeah, always write 1 centimeter, okay? If it is not, then simplify.
Okay. 100-meter long golf course is represented on the paper by a 10-centimeter long line. Calculate the scale used. The 10 is equal to 1,100 meters, and we have to convert that to centimeters. So that'll be 10,000, 10,000, and the rate. So that'll be scale will be 10 ratio 1,000.
Cancel that 110. I always say that this will be 1 only.
One ratio 100.
100. Very good. Now the last question, 26, please.
A 10-kilometer long bed is represented on a paper by 2 centimeter long line. Calculate the scale used. So 2 centimeter is equal to 10 kilometers. And you have to convert that into centimeters. So that'll be 10 million. I mean, not 10 million. Oh yeah, it's 1 million. I mean, 1 million. So it'll be 2 ratio 1 million, and then we can convert that into 1. So it'll be 1 minute. Oh, okay, I've got it there. So it'll be 1 ratio 500,000.
Yeah, very good. Now you can easily move towards our next topic, which
What is that?
is work problems. Okay, man and days. So this work problem involved that how many people are needed to complete a certain number of works. Okay. In work problem, Kavya, the rule is different. Like if I say that 10 people can build this wall in 5 days. So one person take more number of days or less number of days?
Lesser number of days.
Are you agree that one people take less time? 10
10
people
people.
able to finish this work in 5 days. If we have 10 people, then this work will finish in 5 days. So if we have
I
just
know
one
more.
people, then they able to finish in less number of days or more number, they take more number of days.
More.
They must need more number of days, right? How the alone people able to do much faster than that five people? No, they can't.
Like,
Right. So in a people, in a man and days, the things are different, right? If we have more man, if we have more man, then we require fewer days, right?
yeah.
More man, fewer days.
Yeah.
Few man, then more days,
You.
right? If we have more man, then we require few days. If we have just few men, then we need more days, right? If what we want to, if we have, we need to complete any task in few days, okay? Then we must require more man, right?
Yeah.
Just the
And if you
vice
want to
versa,
do more
okay?
days,
Just the vice versa of this. That more days, then we required few men, few days, we required more men.
more men.
Because
Understood.
sometimes what we want to finish the piece of work in lesser number of days. Then we required more number of people, right? And when we have enough time to do that, we just required less number of people, right?
Okay. Yep.
Yeah. The main key formula that we are using here is man times days equal total work. Okay? This is called worker days.
Work.
This is called worker days. For example, if I say that 6 men can do a job in 10 days. For example, if we have question like this, that 6 men able to do this job, like they are building this wall or anything. So
In
they
10
require
days.
10 days. 6 men require 10 days. So how long would it 3 men to complete the same job? So for
14
this type
days.
of question, yeah. So for this type of question, multiply the man with number of days so that we can get the total number of working days. Okay. Here we have 6 men and
Yeah.
total day is 60.
Six.
10. So worker days will be 60.
60.
60 worker days. Okay.
Wow.
Now we have just 3 men. Now we
Yeah.
have just 3 men. So divide this worker days with 3,
Which is 20.
which is
So 3 men
20
is
days.
20.
Which is 20 days. So 3 men able to do the same work in 20 days. 3 men able to do this work in 20 days. Okay?
Which is number 27.
So first keep these things in the mind that what are they? Number 1, multiply the number of man with number of days to get the total number of work. Okay. If the question asks for number of days, if question asks for number of days, here, the question asks for number of days, right? So for this type of question, so our first approach is what? Our first approach is calculate the total working days, the worker days. First approach is calculate the worker days. How we calculate the worker days? So total number of man times with total number of days. How many days required this number of person, this number of people. So times this with that so that we get the worker days. Okay. The second approach is if question asks for number of days, then divide this with that number of people required. And if the question asks for number of workers, for example, they says that we want to finish this work in 20 days. If they ask another way, they don't ask that we have 3 men equal what number of days? No. They says that we need to complete the same day work in 10 days, not 20 days, not 10 days, right? We want to complete the same work in 20 days. So how many workers are required?
3.
Then divide this day with total worker days.
Which is 3.
Yeah.
3.
Now try question 28. Similar approach, Kavya. Do you want me to explain anything again? I think you're confused.
I've got it. 80 days.
Very good. Question 29.
20 days. 4 days.
Wow. Question 30. They asked for number of workers, not days.
Okay. Like a Is it 15 workers?
Yeah, we required 15 workers. So this is very easy. I mean, these are very easy question, right?
Yeah.
So the first approach is first calculate the total workers day.
Total.
How we
So by
calculate total
times
workers
it,
day? The number of men and the number of days. When you times this two, number of men and number of days, so that
times
we get the total of worker days. So whatever is they ask, if they
divide,
ask about
divide.
men, then
Then
we divide
or
that
day
total with men. Yeah. They ask for days,
and
then divide
divide.
with days.
And
Okay?
they're both the same.
Yeah, the same. The both are same. Okay, Kavya. You're finishing the whole seat, right?
Yeah.
So please go through this whole sheet again by yourself and try to solve each and every question, and then you able to finish your homework very properly, right?
Okay.
In last homework, I think you face any difficulty because your scores are not very good.
No, I was also sick that time. I was really ill, so I didn't understand much of them.
Sorry?
I had a fever that time and I didn't
Oh,
understand
okay,
much.
okay, that's
I
why.
still had to, yeah, I didn't understand that much. But I just tried some questions. Then the ones I got wrong, I was a bit confused as well.
So in the class, why didn't you ask me that I confuse here? Please, could you please explain this again? Why you didn't ask me?
Um,
You have to ask, Kavya. Don't be shy in front of me. I like that
okay,
children. Sometimes I may get angry that why you talking so much, but I really become very happy if you clear all your doubt in front of me. If you have any silly type of doubt, then please ask me. Don't feel any type of hesitation, right? Because here
right,
just me and you, no one is there. So you have enough time to discuss each and everything. Whatever you feel that I want to discuss this, I want to discuss that. Could you explain that again to me? Right? We have enough
okay.
time to discuss all those things. So if you unable to understand anything, please ask me again that could you please explain this again? I didn't get you. I really didn't get you. Okay. But I think
Okay.
on that class you understand everything very well. I don't know why. Maybe
Mm,
just because you are sick, that's why. You
I was
didn't.
just a bit sleepy and
Oh,
tired, and
sleepy. Oh no, that's why.
yeah, I had a fever and didn't feel that well.
Okay, okay, okay. So you attend your class
I
in
thought I
fever?
did. What?
I mean, you are sick
No,
and attend your class, or after that you
I
get.
was okay, but then after class I started getting
Oh,
ill.
okay. Then why didn't ask in the class?
Mhm.
Okay. So today class is okay or not?
Yeah, I understand everything.
Okay. So I think in this class you're able to solve the question very well, right?
Yeah, I can also understand everything. I like I like the last topic we're discussing about.
Okay. This topic, the last one, work problem, right?
Yeah, they're very easy
Yeah.
and fun to do.
Others are also very easy. Ratios are easy.
Yeah,
Sharings are easy. Scale are also
yeah.
very easy.
I've done ratio before, but I just need to learn a bit more about that. I don't know lots about it.
Now,
Yeah, I've known lots about it.
Yeah,
Like how to convert in percentage and fractions.
okay. So bye bye, Kavya.
Bye.